Okay, so setup-wise is looking pretty good. I say just be careful we don't start moving the ball further back this way if we start hitting the ground behind the ball. It's probably the biggest, I think, people just do that because hey, I'm hitting the ground there, but put the ball there. But the more you put the club back, the ball back, unless your hands move back with it, which is very unorthodox, what you're going to create now is more shaft lean. The more shaft lean you get, the steeper the swing is. The steeper the swing gets, the more into the ground you're going to come. So when you move the golf position back, all you end up doing is moving your circle of your swing back with it. So the swing just gets steeper and more into the ground. You hit the ground behind the ball even more. You move the ball back even further. It's just a vicious circle going round and round and round. Okay. Ideally, when we get to the top of the back, so what we're looking for now is your movement to go this way. If the body can move to the left-hand side, change where that swing arc finishes, or the low point of the swing. At the moment, your low point was sort of like that. Okay, hitting the ground a bit behind the ball. You go to a driving range, nice contact, hit the mat slightly, the ball gets bounced, or the club gets bounced with the golf ball. Happy days, it's a good shot, and you walk around at 7-9, 150-ish. Then you get the first fairway radder, and the ball goes about 20 yards. Okay, because your strike behind the ball only got to be an inch or so behind the golf ball. That is going to be sufficiently enough to fat it. Okay, and lose massive percent. On the range, you might lose 10-15%. On the golf course, it might actually go 10 or 15% distance. Okay, and if we look at the finish position now in terms of the swing there, one of the biggest things for me, that right foot there hasn't really moved off. There's a gap there between your knees because your weight hasn't really come round as much. Whereas we compare this one now, same good backswing. Now there's movement to the left side. Look how much more your right foot your right foot in particular is up on its toe. That hip has moved round more. You look at that there and that there. Big difference there in terms of that movement. Your left foot sort of spun out a little bit more because you've moved onto that left side more. It's a fuller movement. Your body's rotated around. Your right shoulder's got more over to your left foot rather than hanging back, and you just look like you just fully rotated more. And that's going to increase the power in which your swing delivers to the golf ball. So the more speed we can create, good. We're not going to increase that much. We've increased it by 4 or 5%. And sometimes when you felt as though you're whacking it harder, you lose club head speed because then your contact is worsened. The contact on the golf ball and the better movement of the body increase the club speed and increase the ball speed a lot more. I mean, your ball speed's gone from, I think it was about 85, 86, some of the 90s for good shots with the 7-iron before, and the last couple of 106 I think was your maximum, okay? Which is again a massive increase percentage-wise. And again, you're not suddenly getting stronger or fitter or anything else, it's just your body's moving more efficiently. So if we get to the top of the backswing, again, a good drill, if you can find, if the sun ever makes an appearance again this year sometime, get a position where your shadow is sort of kind of there with the club sort of up here somewhere, and what you want to see, the sun would be roughly behind your head there. You make some movements now to try and see your shadow moving in this direction. If your shadow moves anywhere this direction, you'll see, oh hang on, I'm doing that again. So you just start to get the feeling, and again, it's muscle memory. You found, and the good thing was, when you had the 7-iron, you hit 15, 20 shots with the 7-iron, and you got a nice groove, you're finding really good contact and you were flushing it. Then we stopped for a chat for about 5-10 minutes or so, and the next 7-iron was still good. Then we changed to a 6-iron. First 4 or 5 weren't quite so good. Then you found the contact at 160 yard 6-iron. Okay. So making sure with the practice time and the sort of muscle memory that we're creating, you can grab any golf club in your golf bag, and boom, first shot. More often than not, it's going to be of a quality you would want. And the not so good shots aren't going to be a complete disaster. Because your big 8, 9s, 10s are going to come from hitting the ground around the ball, fatting it, duffing it, or whatever it may be, or reacting to bad shots previously. So I think overall, grip-wise, have you answered the question there with the grip?
Keep it.
That's fine. Keep it. I wouldn't move it around any further. The further round you put it, the steeper you're going to start swinging. And again, the further back that golf ball goes, and the stronger the grip, you're just chopping like an axe in the back of wood or a knife through butter.
Develop properly.
No, exactly. You're going to have to make some sort of cricketing form swing. Exactly. And that's going to weaken the shots. I mean, you think cricket, when you sort of defend and block it, it's designed to stop the ball going too far to be caught by a fielder or whatever. It's going to just knock it back to the bowler. It's a very defensive shot. Okay. If we can get your hands and arms in a good position, we can just release the golf club fully. Happy days. So, okay, I have a couple more to make with the 6-iron. Does that all make sense with them, Matt? Yeah, good. So you can see why the reasons why you were fatting them. Just said that body wasn't moving effectively, and then when of course you lose yardage, as you said yourself, you try and whack it harder. because arm swing is sort of the common theme, the more your arms swing with speed, the more the body gets thrown back, the worse it gets. So, okay.